A 10-second ECG can spot a failing heart. You feel fine. That's what makes the notification feel so loud. This is your life after AI starts predicting illness before symptoms appear. Most people think monitoring more means being more responsible. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it hands your future to a score. And the hardest part isn't the prediction. We'll get to that. First, you need to see why these alerts can be genuinely useful. At your annual physical, you get a routine 10-second ECG. No chest pain, no dramatic movie moment, just a few quiet lines. Then software notices a faint pattern your eye would never catch. Mayo Clinic tested this on hidden weak heart pumps. Its 2019 model flagged ejection fractions at or below 35%. That means the heart's main pump is pushing out far less blood. The study's AUC was 0.93. Its normal result had 1% negative predictive value. In plain English, a normal result was especially good at ruling out that hidden problem. That's not a diagnosis. It's a reason to ask for an echocardiogram. The useful boundary is simple. Let an alert start a conversation, not a panic. But a normal heartbeat can still leave clues about an irregular one. Atrial fibrillation can come and go before you ever feel it. Mayo's 2019 AI ECG found its traces during normal sinus rhythm. It reached an AUC of 0.87 by reading the heart's leftover fingerprints. Now imagine your watch sends an irregular pulse alert during a grocery run. Your hand goes cold. You suddenly notice every beat. Don't turn one notification into a life sentence. In Apple's heart study, only 0.52% got an irregular pulse notification. Among alerted people wearing an ECG patch, atrial fibrillation was confirmed in 34%. So you document it, contact a clinician, and keep living your Tuesday. That sounds manageable until the warning arrives years early. You're in a lung screening van. The low-dose CT takes one breath. MIT's Sybil model reads that single scan for 1 to 6 year lung cancer risk. It wasn't given smoking history, age, or the usual clinical variables. Yet it scored 0.92 for cancer found within 1 year in one test set. You leave with a risk estimate, not a tumor, not a treatment plan. At dinner, your partner asks if you're okay. You say, probably. That word changes shape when a machine has shown you a probability. The boundary isn't pretending you didn't see it. It's refusing to rehearse disaster daily. You ask what changes today, what gets checked later, and what can wait. For some people, the future signal arrives in a mammogram. Mirai was built to see future risk signals, not only visible tumors. Its reported 5-year AUC was 0.76 in its test population. Useful can still be hard, especially when your specialist appointment is 6 months away. A prediction without a care path can feel like being handed an unlocked alarm. So ask the boring, powerful question.
Let's
what
find
happens
out.
after this result? Who confirms it? How fast? What would actually change my care? Because a score can be brilliant in a study and still fail you in practice. The EPIC sepsis model is the warning label nobody wants to read. An independent 2021 review covered 38,455 hospitalizations. Its AUC was 0.63. At its threshold, it missed 67% of sepsis cases before antibiotics. The culprit is not AI, it's unearned authority. A model can spot patterns. It can't earn your trust by demanding it. And patterns can carry history you never agreed to put there. In 2022, researchers inferred self-reported race from chest X-rays with AUCs up to 0.99. Radiologists couldn't reliably see it, the models could. That matters when old inequity gets quietly baked into a new forecast. A 2019 investigation found one risk algorithm used future spending as a stand-in for need. Replacing cost with illness would have raised Black patients selected for extra care from 17.7 to 46.5%. So before trusting a prediction, ask who it was tested on and what outcome it learned. Now we reach the thing nobody says out loud. Who else sees your future? Gina
Here are your
protects
options:
genetic information
life,
in health
disability,
insurance
and long-term
employment,
care.
but not
But
life,
these are unprotected.
disability, or
These,
long-term care
however, are
insurance.
protected.
A future risk score isn't automatically genetic data anyway. And an app may sit outside HIPAA. GoodRx paid $1.5 million in a 2023 FTC settlement over health data sharing. Read permissions before you tap agree. Your future belongs in your hands. Subscribe for more.